Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about techs, drum techs. John Hall, yeah, nice jacket, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Killer. All right. Hey, so John is a great drummer. He's how long you live in Nashville, bud?
2.5 years.
Been here 2.5 years. So he helps me with my drums on the road. So I thought we'd let John answer some questions about what a drum tech does, their responsibility day to day on the road. But first, great story, how we met. 2011, I was at the Percussive Art Society. I was doing a clinic. And at the end, I was kind of mixing and mingling with everybody, and there's this bright-eyed young man at the end of the line. He waited to the end, and we started chatting, and he goes, I need to do an internship with somebody to finish my college degree. Can I follow you around? I was like, yeah. So he followed us around Nashville and the studio, and then you came out on the road. I said, you need to see the whole experience, the road and the studio. So he came out on the road, did a great job, hungry for knowledge and how everything works. Everybody liked him. We got the kid hired. So he's got a full-time, he moves to Nashville with a full-time job. I moved to Nashville with a cat, a broke-down truck, and a dream, and no money, and lint in my pockets. And John's like, I got a job, man. So it's great. Congratulations.
Thanks for believing in me.
Dude, you broke the rules, man. You did. So what do you do on it? What's your typical day?
Typical day for me, well, you know, it's plays a lot. I mean, before you had me, you know, you kind of did everything that I do.
You're dumping everything out of the cases.
Yeah, we dump the truck, get the road cases on stage, wait for our risers to get built, make sure we stay out of the way of everybody else, because there's hundreds of lights that need to be hung. PA has to be hung.
Right.
There's, you know, important parts of the show that has to be done. So it's my job to stay out of the way as much as I can, still be built.
Still working.
Still work, get the drums built, get them tuned, get them ready for our audio team to come in, put some microphones on and say, all right, let's hear some drums, let's get some
sound.
Check the lines, check the microphones, let's get some sounds. And I've got to be ready when they're ready.
So there really is a timeline during the day. So the way it is, the riggers come up, they're hanging the PA, they're hanging the lights. Hopefully that's on time. Sometimes they run behind. Yeah. And meanwhile, you're out of the way. You pull the drums from the trunks. Maybe you have to change heads. Tuning to the room, tuning to your ear. And John is incredibly consistent. Like even like all the audio guys are like, this kid tunes the drums exactly the same every single day.
That's the goal. You know?
And then there's some other factors, like sometimes there might be some weird harmonics in the room, or you get a head that's just a little bit of a lemon. It's like just a little bit hard to get there, and you might break out some duct tape or some things to kind of deal with the situation. And then I'm so lazy, I actually prefer to not clean cymbals. I think they sound better, but this guy's an overachiever, so he cleans the cymbals. And cleaning the cymbals these days are way easier than back in the day. I'd be in my boxers in the bathtub, and you had to scrub it, and it's like this mess, and there's just grime everywhere. So nowadays it's just a little elbow grease. Yeah, looks great.
That's my workout for the day.
Yeah. So having a tech is definitely, it's a relationship you have to have as people, and the best thing you can do is have a clear line of communication and let your tech know exactly what you need, and then it's just a teamwork and getting that and dialing it in. So really, especially those bands that don't sound check, we have the luxury of, I sit down and I go, my God, this is fantastic, John. But if I have to tweak something, I have to sound check to do it. There are bands out there where the band does not check. They just not sound check, and literally they have to get off the plane or the limo or whatever they got, and they come in, they're running up to the stage, and that's it. It's got to be ready to go. I'm sure I could do that with you. I totally...
I think we've got a good enough. We've got a system now, but communication is definitely the most important thing. Yeah. You know, it's my job to understand your needs and what you need every day. What needs to be consistent. Your preferences for every little setup. Sound setup. You know what you like to have handy. What you where drum keys are convenient to grab, where your water's convenient to grab.
That's all luxury stuff. It's like all luxury living. And it's also, I think it's really important for, if you are interested in becoming a tech, there's a lot of work out there for techs. And it's I noticed a lot of guys that one tour will end, they'll jump right to another job. Oh, I'm guitar teching for this person, I'm doing bass teching for this person, I'm stage manning for this. There's a lot of crew positions out there, but I would say if you're a musician and you're teching, make sure that you stay tapped into your love with music and you have an outlet to play music. So, because I'm always writing him, are you playing? Are you playing? What are you working on? And to stay relevant as a musician, I think.
And that's a luxury for me too, because a lot of techs don't have that luxury of having a mentor or somebody with some leadership to encourage them to stay focused.
Get out there and play.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out there and play. You're the man, dude. I appreciate you.
You're the man.